Today I'm going to show you how to make an incredibly easy and absolutely delicious garlic bread. You can make it before people come over so that as soon as they're here, you throw it in the oven and it's ready in about 30 minutes. First things first, start preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Do it now so that the oven's ready by the time the garlic bread is prepared. One way to make this super easy, if you can find Kerrygold garlic herb butter, just use that. It's really good. The ingredients are pretty high quality. You can skip a lot of the steps. But if you can't find it because it's not everywhere, make your own garlic herb butter. I'm going to show you how to do that first. Start with 4 tablespoons softened butter. You want a good unsalted butter. Throw that in your bowl. Then take 2 cloves of garlic minced. I already minced them here to save us some time. But if you're wondering, the easiest way to peel a clove of garlic, because a lot of people buy expensive tools to do this, and it just doesn't make sense. There are 2 ways. They're pretty similar. Put it on the cutting board. Use either a bench scraper or the flat side of your knife. Place it on top and just pound it. If you pound it hard enough, you've actually done most of the dicing already, but you can peel the skin right off. Next, we want about 1 teaspoon of parsley. It's going to look about this much. Dice that up real quick. And this doesn't need to be perfect. You just want something that you can spread pretty evenly in your butter. All right. Now you can either use your bench scraper or your hand or the back of the knife, but never the blade of the knife. Scrape up the parsley, add that to your butter. Then we'll want to do the same thing with some basil leaves. You probably want about 3 to 4 pretty big leaves. The easiest way to chop these is put your biggest leaf down first, and your next biggest leaf. And if you're doing a lot of them, save 1 big one for the end. Put on top to kind of keep them all together. So layered like this, you roll it up so it's nice and tight. And then you just start slicing at one end. This is going to give you nice, long, thin strips of your basil. You don't need to be perfect. You're going to have a little stuff at the end. It's not worth chopping your fingers. From there, we got to have these nice, beautiful ribbons. That works, or you can just give it a few good chops. Again, pick it up with the bench scraper and dump it in the bowl. Now, all we're going to do here, all those ingredients, we're going to start mixing them up. Make sure your butter's nice and soft, so this is really easy to do. Doesn't take very long at all. Right. Put a little bit of cracked black pepper in there. A nice salt, something with a little bit of moisture to it, so it's got some staying power and the flavor. Mix again. All right, we can set this aside for now. Now you want to prepare your bread. Take your loaf of Italian, French, whatever long loaf you got. And here we want to use a serrated blade. And what we're going to do is a lot of cuts that go almost all the way through, but not entirely all the way through. What you're going to end up making is something that looks a lot like one of those little wooden snake toys that wiggles back and forth. They go most of the way, but not all the way. Most of the way, but again, not all the way. I'm going to do that all the way through. I have a feeling we're going to fast forward to this next part. All right, the bread's all sliced up. See, we got these beautiful slices here that kind of separate from each other. And we've got one piece for demonstration here. So we're going to take that butter that we made, use a nice flat knife, probably a butter knife. Makes sense, right? We're using butter. And what you want to do is butter the insides of each of these cuts. Scoop a little bit of butter, spread it open. Put a little bit. You don't need to go absolutely crazy with it, but the more you add, the more flavor you get. One of the nice things here is you can also just butter one side, but when it comes back together, the butter is going to interact with both sides. So you get garlic and butter and herbs on both sides of all your pieces of bread. Okay, so you keep doing that for the whole rest of the loaf. Then, before you put it in the oven, one last step. For your guests who absolutely really love garlic, you're going to want to do this. Take a full bowl of garlic. Put it in the foil. Put the bowl right in the center. Wrap it up on top. You're going to throw this in the oven with the bread. By the time everything's done, actually, you missed a step. There is one crucial step there. You want to chop the top of the bowl of garlic off. You want to be able to see all of those garlic cloves. Now you put it in the oven. What happens is when you're roasting the bread and the butter, the garlic also roasts. It gets really, really soft. When everything comes out, you can literally scoop it out with a spoon or a knife and spread it on the bread. It's delicious. So, we've got the garlic prepped, bread's prepped. I'm going to continue prepping the rest of the bread in just a moment, but what you're going to want to do is wrap this in aluminum foil as well, throw it in the oven. I'll get back to you in just a moment. Okay, garlic bread is all buttered up. We're going to take a nice big piece of aluminum foil, longer than the bread. Put that on. Throw the bread on top. Wrap up the top and just crimp it slowly. You don't need to be perfect with this. Okay, garlic bread and garlic goes in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes. As I said before, you can prep this early, and then right before guests arrive, you can just throw it in. So this will sit around for several hours. Be totally safe. Okay, see you in 30 minutes. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes, and we just took the garlic bread and the bulgur garlic out of the oven. It looks incredible. Couple words of warning. When you are unwrapping the garlic bread, there's going to be a good amount of steam coming out. Make sure you don't burn your fingers. And the garlic bulb, it's not too bad right now, but as soon as you unwrap it from the aluminum foil, it's still going to be pretty hot, so just be a little careful. Serve it with a nice flat spoon, probably the same guy you used to spread all the butter, so that people can scoop out the garlic. At this point, it's soft enough you can spread it like a butter. And then use your serrated knife so the guests can finish slicing any of the pieces and weren't sliced all the way through before. Alright, I know you're going to enjoy this one. Eat up.